Right, once you have drawn your artist copy out, the next thing you need to do is you need to look at adding colour or shading. Okay, now this can be done with a pen or a pencil or anything like that. Anything that you have. If you have colour pencils at home, brilliant, you could look at colour versions. Like I've got colour versions that I could have done, but I'm going to stick to this one and I'm going to show you how to do it in simply just a drawing pencil, because I imagine that's what most people will be working with. So what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to start with this centre one just because that fits in my screen the nicest and you can see what I'm doing. But remember what we've learned in lesson before. If you want to start shading, you want to start away from the hand that you shade with. So if you're right-handed, start shading in the top right-hand corner. If you're left-handed, start shading in the top left-hand, and it saves you smudging. But I'm going to do this middle piece just so it's nice and clear and easy for you to see. And as I'm doing it, I can see I've missed out a little bit of detail there, so I'm just going to sketch that in so you can see what I'm doing. Right, so for my darker tones, I'm going straight in and I'm going to shade it nice and dark by pushing really hard. And you can see I'm using what we've learned in lesson, so I'm shading in one direction. I'm making sure I'm not leaving any white gaps at all in my work, and I'm working quite slowly and quite carefully as well. I'm using the very tip of my pencil when I want something to be sharp, and then when I want something to be a little bit more thicker and fuller, I can get my pencil a bit lower down to the page to make those softer kind of marks. But because I'm going in to these thinner lines in between, I'm going to use the tip of my pencil. And what I'm doing here is I'm just making the edges go a bit fuzzy, because that's what I can see happening. So I'm sort of shading diagonally and just leaving like little fuzzy lines at the edge, just because that's what I see in this big arch that comes across in the middle here. It looks fuzzy as it comes up. Okay, and then I'm going to come across into this little bit comes out here like that, and then it has a little black line sort of comes across like that, and again that's a lot thinner, that black line, so using the tip of my pencil. And then I've got another one sort of comes across really quite thin and a lot lighter like that, so I'm not pushing as hard with these ones, I'm making them lighter. And then I can see sort of some medium-ish tone down the bottom of that section there, and then we've got these big black thick lines. So I'm pushing down really hard, I'm layering up my tone to make sure that I'm not getting any white gaps and I'm not getting any areas that are a different tone. I'm trying to keep it nice and solid all the way through. And I'm just checking my drawing as well while I'm colouring, like I can see that that gets quite thick at that end, so I'm just like, have I made that thick enough? If not, I can widen it whilst I'm colouring in. And then I'm going to go into this section here, which again I need to colour in the same direction. Just draw my edges in and then continue on shading. In that same direction. Okay, and I think that's probably enough of me doing the darker tone, I'll show you how I'm going to approach this medium one. So what we can do is, with this medium light tone in the centre, is we can actually get a smudging tool. So you may have cotton buds at home, you might not. If you don't worry, your finger works just as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my finger and I'm just gently going to rub over some of the tone to create like a little grey section that shows up against the white now. So then all that leaves me to do is to just go through and just darken up any little bits of detail that I see. Could also get a rubber and rub out any lighter bits that I see as well. So there's like a little white bit here. I could get a rubber and rub that out, okay? But I think I've gone over all of the tones that you would need to make there. It's now just up to you to get on with yours and to go through and to add all of the same detail in. I'm going to leave this one on and I'm going to complete this centre circle for you, but I'll speed the video up so you won't have to sit and watch me real time. You can have a little bit of a demo really fast and then you can get on with yours.